Video here. We got this is the plot we put in the middle of the woods. It had Red Hook out here helping clear the plot, and it's looking pretty darn good, I think. Low pH. Nothing's ever been grown in here except trees, and looking pretty good. But we're gonna come in here today. We're gonna start doing some hinge cutting and some felling along the perimeter of the plot. We talked about this before. What this will do is buffer the plot in there to allow doe families kind of bed up against. I'm going to go in there maybe about 10 yards or so, maybe not quite that far. You got to pick selective trees. It's okay right now to do oaks. The oak wilt is safe, and I'll do quite a few maples or whatever is basically in there. But we got some scrape trees I want to pull down too, and they'll be able to hunt over this. Now this is the only plot here in this pretty much 95% wooded property, and we are going to come back in this winter probably and open up a few more smaller areas similar to this, and also plant and get them a nice food plot system going around the property. I'll try to take some pictures and video after I get done. You can hear how windy it is. Wind actually helped me out a little bit. But you can see some of the things I did behind me here. It looked pretty good. There's, I don't know, when you're doing this, you know, you just kind of got to put a puzzle together without instructions. And you don't really make mistakes. You just have to kind of go with the flow on these things. What I do is kind of take some deer trails and buffer them or improve them. Take some deer beds that are already here and improve on them. So I found a big, what I think is a buck bed. And also, if you can walk through here pretty easily, which I can, now deer will be nibbling on these leaves as they walk through here. Gotta duck a little bit, but up on top of this hill here, there was a whole bunch of little popples right here, about this size, between 3 inches. I think the biggest one I cut was, oh, it wasn't very big. So I took this great big, what I think is a buck bed. It's pretty big anyway. Got stuck here. Just a second. I'm gonna have to come back and improve some of this stuff or fix some of this stuff. It'll settle. Show you right here. So here's a buck bed right here, and there's just one bed here. So in this area, they're kind of bedding all up in here, but you can kind of see the side structure now. Don't really have a canopy. It's kind of just a natural canopy, but I got side structure there. And right out there's a food plot. Over the hills a food plot. But a buck or a deer can be bedding here, and where my truck is a stand, or by the stand. That deer will never know that guy gets up in the stand, and hopefully he either makes his way this way or comes out here, gets on the food plot, and then makes his way down. Again, I'm not that done. Gotta have escape routes. So hopefully he comes back in and uses it and likes what I did. There's a stand over here, but they're going to have to move that. And I think they should probably move it over here somewhere to where, or if there is a deer sitting there, that they won't see him. So here's the other food plot. Again, we got more to do here. Talked enough, but the food plot comes down and around. I did a video on when we planted it and when we did, how we did it and everything. So, went pretty good. Probably about 3 hours or so I got all that done. I tied down some trees to make some scrapes. I made some mock scrapes to go along with. Here is some natural scrape. And what I did was they were hitting the ground, and I just took my pruners and lightened them up to get them off the ground. So right now they're about shoulder height, head height or so. And then Did the same thing here and in here, and I made a mock scrape there. And so right now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then almost 10 mock scrapes done. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully the client gets something and we can get it on a picture of it. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.